Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday evening to ya. Oh, good to see ya, good to see ya, good to see ya. Swooping Hawk, how goes it tonight? Shally Sure, Devil Gear, Moiser 508, Curious Bob, Alpha Moyer. What's up tonight, everyone? Silverstein, DH World for Sundity, Goku Baby. Also, Resilient Ryan Lee Chimichangas. Awesome, dude. How are you tonight? Aggro, US Forever. How is everyone? You should have sound now. Try refreshing. Although, if you don't have sound, you probably didn't hear me say to refresh. Jay Zoller for the 23rd month in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Oh, man. I think the splash is not working. There we go. Splash sounds acquired. Also, Goku Baby, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscribers. So how is everyone this fine Tuesday evening? I'm excited. This deck looks super sweet. It looks super crazy, and I have no idea how it's actually going to work, but we have so many tutors and so many things to hopefully find. It should be interesting at least. Gibbage, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. We'll probably do a competitive league, I assume. I think. I don't know. Probably competitive, I'm leaning towards. Chris, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 11th month in a row. Big Scoops here for our resubscriber. I know, we still got to play Amulet Titan. It's going well, awesome dude. How are you? Soft Tackle for the 18th month in a row. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big Scoops here for our new subscribers. Have I checked your emails? I know I have some emails I still got to get back to. A bunch of deck emails. I will be getting back to them soon. I promise. I promise. Yeah, that looks super fun. I think it's going to be interesting. You probably should have called this 5-color. Should be playing Pan-Galactic Worm, but isn't. Yeah, we could play Pan-Galactic Worm. It's so much mana, though. It's so much mana. How are we ever going to cast a Bring to Light for 5 mana and then have 7 for Worm? It just seems so unlikely. This is me very subtly reminding you that I'm holding my breath until you play Scape Shift. Yes, Scape Shift, Elves, those are two of the standard decks that we gotta play soon. It is on my list. I have not forgotten. 24-hour Panharmonic stream. I'm planning on doing Panharmonic week as we get close to rotation. Probably like towards the end of September, right before Guilds of Ravnica. So I won my country's nationals thanks to your advice on deck building. Congratulations, Mr. Tito. What deck did you play? That is super awesome. Oh, man. Pan-Glacial, Pan-Galactic. It's like in outer space. All right, let's do our reminders. Talk about this absurd deck. I have a feeling this one's going to take a while because the deck has so many tutors that we're probably going to have to really think things through. So you have extra responsibility tonight, chat. You need to help with the tutor target. So when we cast our Glittering Wish, I need your advice on what we are tutoring for. What's up, Azafarian? Ooh, epic experiment for Modern. All right, let me pull that up, Leo, and let's do our reminders, talk about the deck, and then we'll get to all that stuff so we can actually get into this league. Because I think, like I said, I think it might take a minute to actually play with this deck because there's so many tutors. Anyway, reminders, Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, you can check out Budget Magic last night, some zombies in Modern. Tomorrow we are playing Mirror Gallery, and against odds there's a Goldfish Gladiator tonight, so keep an eye out for that as well. Oh man, we have a ton of, there's so much stuff going on in Magic right now. Just like weird stuff. We don't have many card announcements. We're like a little over a week away from Guilds of Ravnica spoilers, so we're in this weird lull, but it's all this like fake cards and people cheating, and oh my goodness, it was a ridiculous weekend in Magic. Sepsies, welcome to the Fishbowl. All the tutors indeed. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. So check out the YouTube for all that stuff. Of course, the sponsor of tonight's stream, Ridge Wallet. They make super slim front pocket wallets out of carbon fiber and titanium. You can... Oh, why? Wait, where... There we go. You can check them out over at ridgewallet.com. You get 10% off for the cold goldfish, and they also offer free shipping. So thank you to them for their support. Finally. Oh, I know, the name is so good. I asked Twitter for name help because I didn't have a good name for it, and Kiki-Jiki and the Technicolor Dreamcoat is about as good as it gets as far as deck names. Merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Keep an eye out for all that stuff if you're looking for another way to support. Donations, always available. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. So those are reminders. Yeah, I was thinking about, I gotta cut something from the sideboard. Anyway, let's talk about this deck and get into our league. So we are playing Kiki-Jiki and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Basically, 5-color, bring to light, glittering wish, all the tutors in the world. Dealt Torbs for the 13th month in a row. Seth, you rock socks. Have you played Blue-White Vial Spirits? I have not yet. That is also on my list. Thank you so much for the subscription, though. Big soups here for our subscriber. And Selesnia Champ, welcome you as well. Big scoops here for you. Thank you. So this deck, the basic idea is pretty simple. The end result of what we're trying to get to is Kiki-Jiki. Even though we only have a very tiny amount of red lands, we're hopefully going to tutor up with Bring to Light. And then we go infinite with Restoration Angel, Deceiver Exarch, also Pestermite. If you've never seen the combo, basically Kiki-Jiki taps to make a token copy of a creature that is non-legendary. So if you copy a Restoration Angel, you get the token, it blinks Kiki-Jiki, which essentially untaps it, make another angel, untap it again. Same with Deceiver Exarch and Pestermite. So that's how we actually close out the game. Spectral Crew, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our subscriber. Yes, we have a Bounty Crosses as well. Gets the job done. So that's kind of the end goal of the game. Of this deck. The crazy part of the deck is because of Bring to Light and also Glittering Wish, we have a million one-ofs, a million tutors. So Bring to Light in the main deck, we can get primal commands for life gain and getting rid of creature stuffs and graveyard hate, Acidic Slide to blow stuff up, Angel of Sages for removal, Obstinate Bailout for life gain, Crumble to Dust main deck to just stick it to Tron, Maelstrom Balls for more removal, Eternal Witness for value, a ton of rampant fixing in the early game, Wall of Omens to draw us cards, and then Glittering Wish. If you're not familiar with it, it is a wish, so it tutors from the sideboard, and it can get any multicolor card from the sideboard. So our sideboard is just stuffed with one of multicolor cards, discounting 2 Spell Pierces and 1 Windborn Muse to help against kind of aggro attacking decks. We have, oh my goodness, I think we're going to cut Safe Right Quest. So we have Wheel of Suddenmove for Graveyard Hate, Counter Squall for non-creature decks. Is it Static Answer for removal, Kitchen Fix for life gain, Bounty Crosses is a combo piece, also another Bring to Light so we can tutor for the Bring to Light to get our Kiki-Jiki and combo off, Supreme Verdict for creature decks, Fracturing Us for Boggles and Affinity, Sorin because, I don't know, I guess life gain probably is the main reason it's in the deck, making lifelink tokens, Slaughter Games for combo, Wear Tear to deal with artifacts and enchantments, and Fiery Justice for Death Shadow primarily, and kind of like a Wrath against creature decks. So basically, we just have everything. We are hopefully going to tutor the things in the right order to like value out our opponent. Hopefully get Tron with Crumble to Dust because it would be hilarious, and then eventually just make an infinite amount of some things with Kiki-Jikis to win the game. So this should be an adventure. This is Kiki-Jiki and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, obviously. Well, have you never seen or heard of Kiki-Jiki and the Technicolor Dreamcoat before? Oh man, I have not played a single game with this deck, so this is going to be an adventure of adventures. It is going to be an adventure. We have no reflecting pools. You could play a reflecting pool. Do you think we'll play the green black Death Cloud deck? We will, because I love that style of deck. I just love Death Cloud. So I'm waiting to see if it ends up being the Much Brew deck. If it's not the Much Brew deck, that one I promise you we will play on stream because I just love that style of deck. The Epic Experiment deck from earlier, that looks pretty spicy. Extra Turds, Early Harvest combo. It's even budget friendly-ish, $102. That looks really fun and unique. Oh man, I really want to crumble Tron. That would make me happy. If we go 0-5 but we crumble Tron, it'll still be worth it. Hey Seth, who do I email about the no pay online challenge. I had plans to start a similar program. I was going to call it Rampant Growth and start Pauper, where cards are cheap, move into standard, and eventually grow into modern and eventually legacy and vintage. Ooh. You can email me about that if you'd like to, DB. saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. This hand would be great if we had green mana, but since we don't, I don't think we can keep it. We would have all the rampant fixing if this was a forest. It would be a snap keep, but ship it. All right, this is fine. We got ramp, we got a bring to light, we got plans. I tried your mono black zombie budget deck, still new to modern. Would Mikaeus on Hollow be too slow? I think that you probably do not want Mikaeus in that deck. Mikaeus is just a little bit too much mana for that deck. Epic KL! It's a really sweet card, though. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Forest, let's go bottom. I guess, do we need that for Bring to Light? 1, 2, all right, we'll keep it. We'll keep one forest. Make sure we have the Bring to Light mana. Ooh, the Jank playmat. I had not seen that. Ooh. I had seen the t-shirt that looked like that, but I did not know there was a Jank playmat. I'm going to have to look at... Oh, no. Faithless Looting. Are we getting dredged already? Thanks for the great content. I just got the Pauper Ponza deck, and I'm having a ton of fun with it. Oh, yeah, that deck is super... Oh, no. All right. How many zeros do you have? Walking Ballista. Yep. Makes a dork. Walking Ballista. Makes a dork. Well, opponents doing their thing. But they're like out of cards. One card in hand. All right. Hopefully we can beat 2 zombies, especially with this Wall of Omen. So play the land. Play Utopia Sprawl. Oh my god, this mana. Oh man, this is going to be a nightmare. Utopia Sprawl and white? Let's go white, I think. Hello from the U.S., Archie Veraska. How are you tonight? We do have the one Wheel of Sun and Moon. The problem is Wheel of Sun and Moon doesn't get rid of cards that are already in the graveyard. It's not a rest in peace. It gets rid of new cards going in, but not the old ones. Gravecrawler. Yeah. Well, Wall of Omens is a good blocker. We can be happy about that at least. Opponent gets it. Yep. Down to... maybe we should have named another color, because now we're going to have to play this untapped. I do not know. Leon Stew, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So we're down to 16. Opponent. Passes. Ooh. Kiki-Jiki, eh? So Breeding Pool, untapped. Play Wall of Omens, draw a card, get a blocker. We do get to Bring to Light next turn, which should be good. Assuming our birds lives. Play Birds of Paradise. Pass the turn. Hey, welcome, MTG Gizmothing. Did you notice that opponent mulliganed to 5? Yeah, I did notice there was a smidge of mulliganing involved. Viscera's here. That's a combo with Gravecrawler. Opponent. We need our birds to live, though. All right, so let's block. Yep, down to 10. And now we got to figure out what we're tutoring for. Eternal Witness. Oh, no. Oh, Gizmothing. I got it. All right, where's this deck list? What are we tutoring for, chat? What are we tutoring for? What's our best option? I mean, Resto doesn't just win because we can't cast Kiki-Jiki. We could get Kiki-Jiki and start countering, copying Wall of Omens. We could blow up our opponent's only land with Acidic Slime. We could crumble their only land, which would be hilarious. Primal Command could be good. Gain 7, shuffle the graveyard. Maybe that's worth it. So get Primal Command, and then next turn we can like Bird's Eternal Witness, and then bring to light again the following turn. Angel of Sanctions, I don't know if it's good enough. I do appreciate the land screw possibilities. All right, Windswept Heath. We also have to fetch. We got to fetch a dual land, so we got to shock ourselves. So I think we have to get Primal Command. So, oh my God, this mana. Blue, green, white, red. So we need, I guess, a red source, because this can make black. So take Stomping Grounds, untapped, red, blue, white, green, black. Bring to light X5. Oh my goodness, this deck. FTG Gizmothing. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So we're taking Primal Command. Yeah, oh man, it would be so great to get their only land. So take Primal Command. Cast Primal Command. Gain 7 life, shuffle our opponent's graveyard in. So, gain 7 life. Yes. So we gain 7 up to 14. Opponent shuffles our graveyard in. Alright. Problem sort of solved. Pass the turn. This deck. Alright, Wall of Omens. Hold down the fort. We're actually going to be able to cast Kiki-Jiki pretty soon, too. Engineered Fun. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Oh, you're right. We do need to be stream mode. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. There we go. Nailed it. Nailed it with the stream mode. Thinking about building Boggles in Modern, but I don't know if I should build blue-white or green-white. Which do you think is better? So green-white is probably better. At least it's the one that most people put up the best performances with. So I guess that's probably what I'd go with, although I really enjoyed the blue-white build. Opponent, Blood Crypt, untapped. Are we getting bushwhacked? Oh, Bloodghast, okay. Sure, opponent. Gets in. So we block. Drop to 11. Oh, we should be good here. Opponent passes. Ooh. Oh man, untap land Kiki-Jiki? Start copying Wall of Omens? That sounds fun. But then it could die. Exorus, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our re-subscriber. 1 year resub. My dude. 1 year and many more to come. Thanks for the great streams and what you do for the Magic community. Well, thank you so much for an entire year of resubs. Man, we draw a card if we copy Wall of Omens. It's so tempting. It's so tempting. But I think it's got to be correct to just Eternal Witness... Eternal Witness, get back, bring to light. This just sets up the combo in 2 turns, and I think we're in good enough shape where 2 turns is fast enough. Play Birds of Paradise. Birds of Paradise. Stomping Grounds. Pass the turn. Because now we can actually start killing zombies as well, which is good. Major Armstrong 06 for the 7th month in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our re-subscriber. You're really into combo at this point. You have so much value and your opponent is doing nothing. That's true. We could just keep valuing them. And I mean, we're pretty far ahead. It is good to close out the game because we would hate to have them do something crazy with Bushwhackers. Or maybe they'll just keep casting Bloodghast that are not doing anything. There is blue-green Boggles. That is the one Boggles deck we actually played videos of. And it actually was good. The first time I played Boggles in my life, and we went 4-1, I believe. It was a while ago, but it is pretty legit. Block. As for Boggles, that could work as well. What's up, Sarah? Wall of Omens. I mean, I guess we can just value. Wall of Omens, draw a card. Wooded Foothills. Thank you for the cheer, by the way. 1, 2. So, red, green, blue, black, white. Bring to light. For Restoration Angel. Cast Restoration Angel. Blink. Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Oh, Glittering Wish too. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it on all levels. Alucard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. What do you think about Zakama and Amulet Titan? I don't know if it's necessary. I don't know if I've ever seen that deck. That deck needs a comma, but you might be able to cast it. Hey Seth, the other day when you did the Wheel of Time deck tech, my buddy actually called and woke me up to tell me to check YouTube. Almost died. The deck was sweet, Hasafarian. The funny thing is, I usually do the deck techs like over the weekend for the next week. So when you put it in the stream, I had already known that it was going to be the instant deck tech, but I didn't want to tell you because I figured the surprise would be sweet. All right, opponent's tapped out of action. We have Kiki-Jiki in hand, so it's just, this is game. Hopefully our opponent just scoops and does not make us play it out. That would be kind of them, because we could misclick, and that would be bad. All right, get Stomping Grounds, untap. Play Kiki-Jiki. Oh boy, all right. Make an angel. And opponent scoops it up. All right, we got there. What makes Zakama good in Titan? I have not actually seen anyone play Zakama in Titan. What's up, Airborne? How are you tonight? Well, that kind of worked. It didn't hurt that our opponent mulliganed into Oblivion, but it worked. So the weird thing about this deck, and I'm not really sure, like, is it Staticaster is great? Is it better to move it into our main deck, or do we just plan on Glittering Wish for it? Same with, like, Wheel of Sun of Moon. That's a card I would bring into the main deck, but are we supposed to just leave it there to wish for it? Like, what actually makes it more likely for us to find that card? I did name the deck after Robert Jordan's book series Wheel of Time seemed to fit. That makes sense. I was wondering where the name came from. Salty XD for the 19th month in a row says, woo! Woo! Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. I vote Wish for board wipe that is Staticaster. Just leave the multicolor stuff in the side. All right. I do think we want to bring in Windborn Muse and go down Crumble to Dust. Crumble to Dust does not seem important in this matchup. Windborn Muse, on the other hand, is a flying ghostly prison. Seems like it could be pretty legit. And I guess we just run it like that and trust that we're going to wish for everything else. All right. With Wish decks, you only sideboard to replace bad cards you need to take out. Well, I think the only truly bad card is Crumble to Dust. Acidic Slime's not great. We could take out Acidic Slime for, like, Kitchen Finks. Let's do that. I don't think we're going to wish for Kitchen Finks. We're going to wish for something more impactful, but I would rather have a Kitchen Finks than an Acidic Slime. We might actually, it's possible that we would bring to light for it in some really strange scenario. All right, let's try it like that. It's a good against odds would be Mirror Gallery and 2 Kiki-Jikis. Oh my goodness. Why did I think of that when I was working on the against the odds deck for Mirror Gallery? I did not think of that. This is so slow. Zakama is insane against every deck in the format, and with the popularity of Blue White and Meddling Mage, it's important to have more diverse threats. Interesting. That is a good call. I had not considered that. All right, we'll keep the all ramp hand. Land to the bottom. Come on, big things or bring to light. That's where we're at. We got all the mana. We have the Arbor Elf plus Utopia Sprawl draw. Opponent. Faithless Looting. Oh, yeah, okay, you're right. Kiki-Jiki does not work because the legend rule does not apply, but it does not change the text on Kiki-Jiki. Kiki-Jiki's rule still does apply. A chunk of metal for the 11th month in a row, closing in on the big 1 year resub. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our resubscriber. Bring to light. Ooh, Glittering Wish. That is super sweet. Did we bring in Staticaster? I hope we did not. So play the Forest, play Arbor Elf. Oh man, this Glittering Wish is going to be insane. This should be our game winner. We should be able to find something that's so good here. Pass the turn. Yeah, I guess you just make infinite Kikis. Not that it works anyway, because of how Kiki is worded. Trash F, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Well, let me see a chunk of metal. Black, white, blah. That looks sweet. Black, white, kind of like control / approach-ish. Ooh, we have a new donation. What's the best card we can wish for? That's what y'all are supposed to figure out. I'm assuming it's going to be Staticaster unless we desperately need a sweeper. We have a $2.22 donation from Joe Quiznos. Says, caw. Thank you, Joe. There's no caws in this deck. I guess Birds of Paradise might caw. I don't know what Birds of Paradise says. The problem with the Wheel of Sun and Moon is it only gets rid of new cards. But maybe it's still worth it. All right, let's think about this. So if we get Wheel... do we got to read Wheel of Sun and Moon? This deck. Yeah, I guess Birds does say chirp, chirp. Because we could wish for and play Wheel of Sun and Moon right now. But I added Wheel of Sun and Moon at the last second and did not add it to the deck list. All right, hang on. We took out Save Right Crest. Wheel of Sun and Moon. All right, so looking at our options, Wheel of Sun and Moon would shut down new cards going to the graveyard, which might be worth it. We could just take Staticaster to just shoot down things. Otherwise, those are our main options. All right, let's go Stomping Grounds, Untapped, Utopia Sprawl. If it was a Rest in Peace, I would definitely want it. So tap. We could also go for Bring to Light. I don't know if that's better. Let's take Glittering Wish. Yes, please. Glittering Wish. So out of these options, I guess we do just take Wheel of Sun and Moon and cast it right away. All right. I'm tempted to get something that like draws us cards. If we don't draw anything for a while, it could go bad. Jay Bender, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. But I think Wheel's got to be worth it. Target our opponent. It's basically like a curse before there were curses. So this does not stop the cards currently in our opponent's graveyard. But new cards will not enter the graveyard. They will automatically go to the bottom of our opponent's deck. How did the opponent mills... no, they Faithless Lootinged multiple times and Stitchered Supplier. I think they went Looting turn 1, turn 2, Stitchered Supplier Looting. Bone it. Yeah, it should be hard for them to do their most explosive things with Wheel of Sun and Moon out. Alright, Ballistax 1. Opponent cashes it in. Ballista goes to the bottom. Yep. Come on, big things. We got the mana. We just need any of our big stuff. Caw comes from playing Callblade last week. Blackleaf Cliffs. Opponent passes. Alright, so let's just Utopia Sprawl on blue, I think. Yeah, on blue. Play Arbor Elf. Play Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. No, you're good, Quiznos Joes. Thank you again for the donation. Kappa Sakal, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So what did y'all think about the fake card conversation / articles? We have not streamed since we started talking fake cards. I would be interested. There was a lot of feedback, but a lot of it was, I was surprised. Like, I figured that some people would disagree, but boy, some people were very upset. I had some of the most over the top hate messages. They made me laugh though. The more over the top and ridiculous they sounded, the more it kind of made me laugh. Yeah, KCI, we had a banned and restricted announcement, fake card conversation. KCI, still a part of Magic, unfortunately. Opponent getting in. Yep. Well, let's take it. We are going to need to draw something eventually. Red, white, blue. Yeah, let's take our black source. So we have all 5 colors. Take our beads. Anything expensive and good. Anything. Opponent passes. Misty Rainforest. Well. Play Birds of Paradise. Play Misty Rainforest. Pass the turn. All the mana, but we might just be dying on board. I read about a guy who all of his dual lands were fakes, but after throwing them in the dryer to beat them up and double sleeving them, he said he has never been questioned about their authenticity. I would not want to put dual lands in my dryer, but I guess if they're fake. We have another new donation. Dragon Rift, $2.13. Hey Seth, I have to leave for my train to Gamecom, but I was curious if you play any video games beside MTGO. Also, good luck with this jank. Scoops cheer. Well, Dragon Rift, thank you so much for the donation, and have fun at Gamescom. Apart from Magic Online, I do not play that many games. I play like a little Hearthstone. I play a little Fortnite, not that much. Mostly play a couple of my younger brothers really like Fortnite, so I play with them a little bit when they happen to come over. But Civilization I like. But I don't really play a ton of other games. All right, take Stomping Grounds. Yep, take our beads. We need a tutor. We need something. We're down to 8. We're running out of time. Oh, no. All right, pass the turn. We're going to die. We're gonna Glittering Wish and die. We just drew the all mana hand. Maybe we should have gotten... Maybe we did that wrong. What if we had gotten Is It Staticaster? I think we might have won if we got Staticaster. Vengevine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to chump block? Alright. Well, this is it. Chump block Vengevine. And we got a top deck. Yeah, we just drew all mana the whole game. And, yeah, that's it. I think we're only a 20-land deck, too. Can you make a Super Friends Against the Odds deck, please? Ooh, well, you might want to keep your eyes open tomorrow. Well, when we have Against the Odds tomorrow. We tend to play Planeswalkers fairly often. I'm not going to lie, I do have some fake dual lands in my Commander decks. But I Sharpie them so they don't fall into the wrong hands. That's a reasonable solution, Swooping Hawk. I'm definitely not against people playing with fake cards. That is proxy cards, playtest cards. Hopefully that came across clearly in the article. I could care less. I just don't like the counterfeit cards that are designed to trick and fool people. Like, that's what I take issue with. I am 100% okay with people building their proxy cubes. I'm probably honestly gonna build a proxy cube. I've been on and off trying to build a cube for a long time, and I know I will be proxying some cards because I'm not going to buy dual lands that cost $800 or whatever Underground Sea is, or Power 9 cards. There's no way I'm buying a Black Lotus or anything. So yeah, playing with cards like that 100% doesn't bother me. I just hope people use not realistic ones, because I think that's where the problems come in. Alright, run it back. This deck does not sideboard much, which is probably good. Not having to sideboard might be an upside. I've had a similar encounter with my LGS 3 weeks ago at a $5 EDH event. Came in with fake duels. I thought it was garbage. Why do you not approve the personal proxy use? Wait, are you joking, Abigail? I was just saying that I do approve of that. I think that it's better if you use proxies that are traditional proxies that are not realistic as far as fooling people into thinking they're real cards. But I definitely have vied with personal use like that. I purchased the fakes from China for a vintage cube. They probably intended to be realistic by RL. There's no way to pass them off as real. With your recent discussion, I've been thinking about stamping them with proxy or something. Oh my god. Oh, we're dead. You got it. Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Oh. Oh, man. All right, and that's the game. Alpine Eclipse, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoop's here for our new subscriber. There's no amount of tutoring that's getting us out of this. Well, that's a good start. Good start for our opponent. Not a bad turn one. I mean, that's the upside of playing a deck like the Vengevine deck, is some small percentage of the time you just get a draw that is literally unbeatable. That's like the hollow one draw, but twice as good because your hollow ones have haste. Yeah, I guess we could draw a Pulse to temporarily slow our opponent down. So, Windswept Heath, crack it, down to 11. Grab a Forest. Utopia Sprawl. On white, green. I guess we go red. Play Caryatid. And we're literally dead on turn 2 to a Lightning Bolt. Pass the turn. Kokar MDG, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. I mean, Utopia Sprawl would be fine. Like, our hand is actually very solid. This is exactly what we want our hands to look like, but our opponent's draw is just the unbeatable draw. Ruckus, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. And yeah, I mean, we drop to 1 here, or we block here and we don't have Caryatid. How do we even maybe get out? That means we can't crack fetch lands. All right. I mean, ugh. Hey, what's up, Devious Penguin? There is not an out. I mean, in theory, we could draw... Actually, I guess we have to block Vengevine. I don't think there's an out, though. Like, there's probably things we can draw to chump block for another turn or two, but I don't think there's anything we can draw that gets us out of here. Yeah, and that does it. Well, yeah, I mean, Well, that's modern for you. Some decks just can do that on turn 2. I'm more disappointed about the second game because that's the game that we should have won. Like, we won game 2 pretty easily, and then game 2 is a game that we should have won, but we just did not hit any action spells that entire game. Alright, alright. Not the start we were hoping for. We did combo off once, but alright. I never played in Standard when Shocklands were illegal. Assuming they're reprinted in Ravnica, should I expect them to be around $10 due to increased supply, or is modern demand going to keep them high? I think last time they were in Standard, they were around $10. I would imagine that they will be that price or lower this time because it'll be the third printing instead of the second printing, so there's already more out there. What isn't Glittering Wish for? We have a million multicolor cards in our sideboard. Sure. Yeah, you can post safe magic links are fine. I wonder if Faithless Looting, I mean, I've heard people talking about it being banned, but we obviously, I mean, that was another piece of recent Magic news. Okay. We're going to keep this. Hopefully this Wall of Omens finds us lands. If we can just kind of hit our lands and mana and curve out, it should be fine. Windswept Heath, go. Pestermite and Deceiver X are good at kind of tempoing our opponent out a bit. Glittering Wish is cool, but I'm not really seeing the deck working well. Ugh, humans. Ether Vial. Alright, crack Windswept Heath. No Hollowed Fountain. So we got to take Temple Garden, I guess. Take a Temple Garden. Opponent passes. I'll play the Plains. Run out Wall of Omens. Fetch land! Fetch land! Alright, that's a fetch land. That's good. Now we can start using our Deceiver Exarch and Pester Bites, and we're getting towards Bring to Light. Spakar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Thoughts? I thought that if mono red had red-black midrange deck, why didn't mono green? Ooh, green-black midrange. Sounds sweet. I like it. Kind of Jund-ish. Kind of like mono green aggro, but with some sweet top-end planeswalkers. I wonder if... So give me... This is something I've been thinking about lately. Give me a card that you think so far hasn't really been seeing play, but you think has a chance to break out after rotation. Because I just saw Vivian Reed in that deck list, and I feel like maybe Vivian Reed could be more played after rotation. What would you say is the most competitive mono black deck in Modern? I've got Death and Tesses, Merfolk, Elves, Mono Red Prison. I want a black deck to just finish off the mono-colored set. Well, as far as tier decks, it might be... Alright, let's see how well our opponent names. If it's Bring to Light opponent, I swear to God, if you could tell Bring to Light from Wall of Omens, then I guess you deserve to. Well, alright, they got Glittering Wish. Not bad, not bad. Opponent passes. Well, play the island. Pass the turn. Yeah, pass the turn. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. Yeah, I was going to say, as far as tier decks, 8-Rack is probably the most competitive. 8-Braid Crew! White-Black Zombies next stream, please. Yeah, non-budget White-Black Zombies could be pretty fun. The mono-black budget deck was not bad. Yeah, the name is pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I did not come up with it. It was a Twitter suggestion, but it's still pretty sweet. Huh. Alright, pass the turn. I think... this is tough. I think maybe we should have tapped Ether Vial with one counter on it. Waiting allows us to make our opponent's attacks awkward because we could potentially ambush a Meddling Mage. We will see. This is game 1. Opponent did name it in game 1 somehow. Militia Bugler. Gonna go digging. Can you play CEDH Jank? Phantasmal Image? Well, I guess Phantasmal Image dies pretty easily to Deceiver Exarchs and Pestermites. Opponent Vials in. Phantasmal Image. Okay. Name's Deceiver Exarch. Yep. Well, let's just Pestermite. Get rid of the Meddling Mage. Untap. Resto would be good. Wall of Omens. Well, get in with Pestermite. Hit our opponent. Play Wall of Omens. Play Windswept Heath. Pass the turn. Hey, Seth. Is playing Modern on a budget worth it? People in my LGS are quite skeptic about budget lists, but I do not really want to spend like $400 on a Mox playset. I want my own deck. I think the answer is definitely yes. I think you can definitely build budget decks that can have success. It's definitely difficult to build budget decks that are going to win a Pro Tour or a GP because there's so many different matchups that it becomes challenging. But I think that you can definitely build decks that can compete at an F&M level for sure. Yeah, I don't think the opponent's ghosting. They snapped off the Meddling Mage pretty quick. It seems unlikely to me that that was a ghosting type play. Opponent gets it. Exalted. I mean, we're going to block. If they Vial in... Lord, yep, save the damage. But I think we just win here, right? Opponent's tapped out. Crack this. Don't we just go infinite and win? Get a Overgrown Tomb. White, blue, green. Yeah, get Overgrown Tomb tapped. Untap. Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Bring to light. Blue, 5 colors. Bring to light. For Kiki-Jiki. Cast it. And it's combo time. Make a Pestermite. And opponent scoops it up. Whew, yeah, we do have 2 Kiki-Jikis. So top decking it wouldn't have just lost us the game, but it still would have been a bad draw. Just got started playing Modern, playing mainly new cards and didn't break the bank. The mana base can burn you, though. Yeah, lands are definitely the expensive part. I'm really hopeful that we'll get shock lands with our return to Ravnica, and fetch lands have got to be reprinted again soon. The allied ones aren't too bad, but the enemy ones... I mean, I guess that's one thing you could do to bring down the cost is just play ally ones in most decks. Like, in all honesty, if you're playing... green-black. You're playing a green-black deck. You're not going to lose that much if you're playing Windswept Heath over the proper, more expensive Zendikar fetch land. Like, there is some downsides. Blood Moon's not being able to fetch basics, a little life loss, but compared to, like, spending $10 or $15 or whatever on a Windswept Heath to $50 on a Verdant Catacombs, definitely worth it a lot of times. Have you been responding to emails lately? I sent a couple last week and you haven't responded. Devious Pegwood, I'm sorry. I know I have something to get back to. If it was from last week, though, it must have somehow slipped through the cracks. I will double check for it. I am sorry for the slow response, though. Why do shock lands have to be reprinted soon? There are other land cycles that need to be reprinted much more. Shock lands are just synonymous with Ravnica, which is why I think most people are talking about them. So far, both Ravnicas have had them. It could be another land cycle. What land cycle would you rank ahead of shock lands in terms of need to be reprinted? No, there's no way they're going to have fetch lands and shock lands in the same standard. I think they learned their lesson with Battle for Zendikar. The Battle for Zendikar duels with fetch lands, that was already not good for standard. Well, is Windborn Muse even worth it? Crumble's not that good. Go down Crumble. Go up Fiery Justice. And I guess we just run it like that? Could go down Primal Command. Let's just try it like that. What about slow tapped fetches? I hope that they would just reprint the real fetches. This hand's got some good cards, but only one land. Fiery Justice could be sweet though. Could be so good. I don't think we can keep it. We are on the draw. If we draw a land in our first 2 turns, this hand is very strong. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Zailner? How are you tonight? When you answered my question about Budget Modern, you said F and M level. But what if F and M level means tier decks? So I think you can build budget decks that will have success against tier decks. I think that what becomes difficult is building budget decks that can have success against most of the tier decks. There's just so many different matchups, and having cards like Rest in Pieces, Engineered Explosives, there's some like catch-all type effects that really help shore up different matchups that tend to be expensive. So I think that's the challenge. You can build budget decks that are good against a reasonable number of decks, but to win a GP over 15 rounds against 12 different decks or something, that's where it becomes a bit more challenging. Yeah, this is fine. We should be 0-1 with our record. Yeah, we're 0-1. Yeah, we did lose 2 games in a row. Land to the bottom. Yeah, Vengevine. We lost game 2 because we flooded out, and then game 3 our opponent had ye ol' double Vengevine on turn 1 attacking draw. Now this hand's pretty good. Wooded Foothills, crack Wooded Foothills. Forest. So now we have the old turn 2 Restoration Angel, turn 3 Bring to Light potentially. Hey, let me take a look. Mag 87. Ooh, Deathvine. I remember trying. Oh, turn 2 Reflector Mage. That's annoying. Opponent passes. Well, Misty Rainforest, crack it. Grab a Stomping Grounds. Yeah, Stomping Grounds, untapped. Utopia Sprawl, the Forest, on white, and Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Well, we got all of our colors for this future Bring to Light. What do I think about KCI? I was hoping they would just ban it, personally. I don't know if it's just straight up too good, but it might be too good. Ooh, Mayor of Avbruk. That's not something I was hoping for. Opponent gets in. For 5. This is like old school humans. Ooh, Maelstrom Pulse. That's interesting. Now what? Maelstrom Pulse kill the Hierarchs? At the beginning of your End step, you make the wolf. So we have to play something. Alright. Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. Maelstrom Pulse, Noble Hierarchs. Play Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Yeah, that seemed reasonable. And now we could just bring to light for... Well, we can bring to light for anything. We have lots of options now. And we're actually not that far away from trying to combo if we really want to. Wizards would make so much money if they printed $100, maybe $200 box set of playsets of fetches in X Land Cycle. So that's... I'm glad you brought that up, because I've heard that from a lot of people. So I think that is true. The thing is, the way I see it from Wizards' perspective is... Let's say they... Ugh, more mares. Okay. Opponent. Gets in. Well, we block. Drop to 5. Untap. Now what? Ugh. We have to not die. Obviously. Hey, it's going well, Wall of Chaos. So I think, but yeah, basically the thing is, like, let's say with Masters sets, Wizards could print $350 worth of reprint expected value, and they would sell out of the set. Or they could print $2,000 worth of reprint value, and they would still sell out the set. So they choose to put, I think their goal is to put enough value that people will buy it, but not so much value that they use more than they have to, because then they could use that excess value for the next year's set and the next year's set. So they could definitely be more less stingy, I think, but I would be surprised if they just said, all right, here's all the fetches you'll ever need for $100, because even though they'd sell a ton of those, I think in the long run they make more money by reprinting the fetch lands a little bit here, a little bit there over the course of several years. So I think that's what it is for from Wizards' perspective. Ooh, Fiery Justice? We can't wrath the board though. Well, we're gonna do it. So play Breeding Pool. What are we getting here? You win Utopia Sprawl, bring to light for Kiki, copy Arbor, Restoration Angel. Wait, does that actually work? The problem is we can't Utopia Sprawl and... Wait. Alright, now we gotta actually think about this. So we play this untapped, we use this mana, put Utopia Sprawl on blue, tap, Kiki-Jiki, copy Arbor Elf, untap. Don't we end up 1 mana short from winning? Isn't that 1 mana short? Because we need to spend 1 for Utopia Sprawl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kiki-Jiki. Oh, I guess that does work. Alright. Yeah, this does work. So, Breeding Pool, Utopia Sprawl on blue. Because we don't need to tap the elf right now. So now we just bring to light. Man, this is a lot more powerful than I realized. Grab Kiki-Jiki. Cast Kiki-Jiki. Untap. Tap. Kiki-Jiki, copy Arbor Elf. Untap. Resto. And that should be the game, boys and girls. Take that, humans. Bring to light's coming for you. We got the GGs. So blink Kiki. An opponent scoops it up. And we got there. Well done, Twitch chat, who brought that up. That is explosive. That is explosive. This deck has some tricks and some power. Oh, man. I was thinking about wrathing the board or something. That was way better and way cooler. Wow. All right. That was pretty sweet. That was very sweet. How do you know when to correctly shock yourself for a land versus a deck like Burn? Oh, man. There's a lot that goes into that question, and there's no one easy answer, unfortunately. It really depends on the deck and the scenario and all that stuff. Thank you, Quantum. What do you think about From the Vault fetch lands with unique art? I think that could be interesting, although if it was a From the Vault, it would probably be extremely expensive. Because From the Vault is not just printed to demand, so I expect that the actual cost would be way higher than people would like. Yeah, I was not thinking of Kiki copying Arbor Elf, that's for sure. Hey, what's up, Dat Magic Badger? How are you tonight? Well, this deck does some cool things. I'm going to end up slightly disappointed that we didn't win round one, but what can you do? What can you do? Signature Spellbook, Lord Windgrace can have any of the fetches, shocks, filters, Tron lands, all with the art, but you only get 8 of them or something. Lord Windgrace Signature Spellbook. I guess that would be the Planeswalker to put the fetch lands with. What's my favorite standard season? Oh, boy. I had a lot of fun playing Restoration Angels and Thragtusk. I still like doing that in Modern, so I found that enjoyable. Okay. We got the Arbor Elf start. Arbor Elf, Resto turn 2, Bring to Light turn 3. I've had a busy day of cube testing, found one of my archetypes is just bad, so currently retooling the entire thing. Sweet. What do you think about brewing a standard Pauper deck around Epicure of Blood? Hang on, looking up Epicure of Blood. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. That seems like it could be sweet in Pauper. I think it'll be interesting to see what the standard Pauper metagame looks like with Magic Arena having events if anyone plays them. I wonder how much like in normal Pauper, there's actually a lot of removal. I wonder if standard Pauper will be similar. Spire Bluff. All right. Ooh, Glittering Wish. Well, we might just be... is this Storm? Oh, no. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Is this Storm? So let's... Misty Rainforest. Crack Misty Rainforest. Grab a... We can't actually turn 3 because we don't have the right colors of mana for Bring to Light. Grab a Breeding Pool. Untapped. I'm leaning towards Storm because we could just... Well, we know we're playing Utopia Sprawl. On Forest. On White. Alright, so we have 2 options here. Kira Ashmore for the 17th month in a row. It pretty much is 5-color good stuff, Kira. Indeed, indeed. It does seem a little commanderish as well. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. We don't have the right colors of mana for Bring to Light is the problem. To get a Kiki-Jiki, we need all 5 colors of mana. So we're going to have white, green, blue, and 1 other color. White, green, blue. We can't get both red and black. Yeah, I think we're just going to play it safe. and Glittering Wish. I think we're just going to get the Wheel of Sun and Moon. If it is Storm, that's very good. If it's Control, then it's only okay. But I think it's our best option. So take... Oh, we could take another Bring to Light and just double up. And we're still going to do it. Take Wheel of Sun and Moon, untap. Hope it's Storm. If it's Storm, it's so good. We didn't have the right colors of mana to Kiki next turn. We're a color... So Bring to Light, you get a thing with converted mana cost equal to or less than the amount of colors you spent casting it. So we would be a color short from getting Kiki. Wheel of Sun and Moon. Hope it's Storm. Watch it be something completely different. Where Wheel of Sun and Moon does nothing. I've also tested my Cat Altar deck, Felidar Guardian Altar of the Brood, and I found that it needs more digging power. Opt. Alright, could be Storm. What are your thoughts on Sage of Eptir for digging for combo pieces? It could be fine. I think that apart from like Serum Vision / Opt, I guess if you just want to dig very deep, it does a pretty good job of that. I love playing 5-color decks. Which ones are the most fun? I played my own variant of Lucky Charms and Starfield Paradox. I really like 5-color Super Friends decks are really fun. Starfield Paradox is super fun too. Opponent Lightning Bolts. Alright. Still could be Storm. Still could definitely be Control. The Storm with fetches usually means Blood Moon. Ugh. Blood Moon is pretty brutal for us. When will you play Proliferate Engine again? I really want to try it again because of Magistrate Scepter. I think this is Storm. The long tank on the fetch land makes me think Storm. They sometimes run a Lightning Bolt. It could be like Thing Ascension or like... Oh, alright. It looks like Wizards. Well, hating on the graveyard's still okay. It shuts down this Grim Lavamancer. Altar Boy. Got him. We got him. That was the plan. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Nice Grim Lavamancer you got over there, opponent. I'll play Windswept Teeth past the turn. We can get all of our colors of mana now, I believe. Yeah, Storm sometimes has a bolt. I hear people say Storm shouldn't play fetches. Why is that? I guess that the life loss probably is not worth it. I would assume is the main reason. Do we want to flash out this Resto? Let's let it go. If our opponent taps out, then we just win. Because we can just Resto, Kiki, win. I saw you're thinking of redoing old budget Magic decks. What do you think would be the deck you would redo first? That's a really good question. I want to go back to some of the very first ones, which would be like Restore Balance was one of them. Eminent Domain was a really fun one. Blistering Rage, perhaps. What are the other ones? Mono Green Stompy. Alright, opponent plays a Delver. Well, crack Windswept Teeth. Grab a... We have red. We need our black source. Grab an Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. Run out Restoration Angel. Untap. Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Let's tap first. Our opponent, if they don't have a counter, we got it. Bring to Light. Got him. No remands. No double lightning bolts. Opponent. Okay. Kiki-Jiki. Cast it. Game? Is it game? I mean, we gotta go for it. So, I guess one lightning bolt does fizzle it. Copy. Blink. Alright, no bolt. Copy. And that should do it. That should do it. We got the turn 4 kill. Maybe this deck is actually pretty good and kind of working. Even with us getting this Wheel of Sun and Moon for no special reason, and our opponent scoops it up. I do not know how they managed to not have one of their 8 lightning bolts, but we will take it. The odds of that actually working out are pretty low, but is there a blue-red fog? Not that I'm aware of. There is a black fog. Can anyone explain why I have Turbo Loam? I didn't do anything to get it. Huh? I'm not sure. Forehead. Yeah, opponent scoops it up, scoops it up. Have you ever tried to do a Horizon, Shimera, Fathom Mage, Archangel of Thune combo for Against the Odds? Ooh, that draws infinite cards, doesn't it? I haven't, but drawing infinite cards does sound pretty appealing. Yeah, Wheel of Sun and Moon was actually good there. It was better than I thought it would be. What should I play at the PPTQ this weekend? Is it standard or modern? That is a Slaughter Games. It is a multicolor card. So we might as well. We might as well Slaughter Games. What do we want from the sideboard? So cards we don't want. Crumble to Dust. We don't need that. Everything else, I guess, is fine. Acidic Slime doesn't seem exciting. So we can go down those two. Go up probably Kitchen Finks and Fiery Justice. Maybe we need the Spell Pierces if we're actually going to combo. But I don't know how much we want to fight the combo. Maybe we leave the multicolor cards and just go up to Spell Pierces, and then we can tutor for the multicolor cards. Finks and our other removal is good. But do we want to leave it to just Glittering Wish for it is a big question. If you ever want to see the deck, hey, doing well tonight, Delroyds. How are you? Just exclamation point deck or deck list will take you to the link. Any other changes? Maybe we don't want Primal Command. The life gain is kind of nice. Oh, the Chalice thing. I'm really kind of confused by that entire situation. I guess we could go down Sylvan Carry added for Kitchen Finks. Alright, let's try it like that. Yeah, I'm really confused about the Chalice thing. So the basic debate on the Chalice thing is... So the original is trying to cast a spell through your own Chalice of the Void, scummy/cheating. And that is super simple. Yes, there's no... It's also against the rules, I believe. So I think it's just 100% cheating. But trying to cast it into your opponent's Chalice, I would not do that in an FNM, and I think the level of play does matter, but I don't really see how on a Pro Tour GP level that's an issue. What deck do you think you'd be more likely to play, KCI or Tron? Well, I probably gotta go KCI, because speaking of old budget Magic decks, we actually played KCI like 2.5 or 3 years ago in one of the early episodes of Budget Magic. It was one of the least popular episodes that we've ever done. But we did play KCI on Budget Magic. Cheeks like a hooah! My favorite hooah. For the 5th month in a row, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber, Spire Bluff Canal. Get a Magic Online client up to sophisticated enough and reliable enough to host events. Computerized rule engine, no rules lawyering. I see you say that all the time, but I do stuff like that all the time for funsies and then concede. You immediately bought the KCI deck? I mean, it was decent. Even way back then, it was not bad. Let's Utopia Sprawl. On blue, I guess. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't blame you for not watching Featherhall. It is not the most entertaining deck to watch, and I learned that, so I've avoided. It was a learning experience, and I learned that those decks are not entertaining and people don't really like watching them, so I do not play them very often. Do you think purchasing full sets on Moto just for redemption is worthwhile, or do you or anyone in chat have experience with how long the turnaround takes? So I don't think the actual turnaround is extremely long, maybe a couple of weeks, but it really depends on what is in stock. So if you run into a case where the cards don't happen to be in stock, which occasionally does happen with redemptions, then you would have some issues. So let's Stomping Grounds untapped. Utopia Sprawl. Please no Ghost Quarters. On red, blue, black, green. All right, let's just go black. Yeah, let's go black. Pass the turn. And I like where we're at now. I think we're in pretty good shape here. I absolutely love watching complex combo decks, but I suppose might be in the minority on that. I think that those decks are enjoyable to watch for like maybe a match or two, but to sit through 5 matches of it, I think for a lot of people it gets repetitive. So the debate going on about Chalice of the Void was casting cards into it. So Chalice of the Void, if you're not familiar with it, it says you play it, it has a certain number of counters on it, and when let's Pestermite, and when a spell with that converted mana cost is cast, it counters it. So the debate was the ethics of casting things into a Chalice of the Void. So if you control a Chalice of the Void, and let's say the Chalice is on 1, I think the exact scenario was you have a Chalice on 1, you have a Gut Shot in hand, your opponent's at 1 life. Is it scummy to try to resolve the Gut Shot through the Chalice of the Void, or like play the Gut Shot and wait a little while before being like, oh, it's actually countered, to see if your opponent concedes? And that, I think, is pretty clearly cheating and scummy. Caw! On the other hand, then it morphed into some people saying if you ever cast anything into a Chalice of the Void, then it's scummy and cheating. But I think if your opponent has a Chalice on 1, even discounting legitimate reasons to do that, like you need to get spells in your graveyard for Delve, or trying to empty your hand for Ensnaring Bridge or something like that, making your opponent remember the trigger at like the Pro Tour GP level, I don't actually find that to be scummy. So let's just put creature permanent on top of its library, search for a creature. Yeah, let's just put Spire Bluff on top, search for a creature. Yeah, the pump fake does seem a little scummy. Yeah, there are a ton of legitimate reasons to play stuff into Chalice. I think on your side, you can play spells into your own Chalice. You just have to not actually try to resolve them. That's where it becomes cheating. Like if you know you have a Chalice and you are intentionally trying to resolve spells through it, then that's cheating, because you're in charge of your own, making sure that your triggers resolve properly. We're so far from casting Kiki-Jiki. Huh. Let's just take, I guess, Resto. Get in with Pester Mite. So now we can, like, Eternal Witness, back, Primal Command, Blink, Eternal Witness, with Resto, get it back again, something like that. Isn't maintaining the board state responsibility for both players, regardless of who controls the permanent with the triggers? So the rules have actually changed on that a bit ago. And essentially now you are never responsible for... What is this? Vendilion Click. Okay. Well, I guess we just let this resolve. You're never responsible for your opponent's triggers. The Esper Charm one is worse for me. So the Esper Charm one, that's one where personally I would not do that. I think it's one of those things where technically by the letter of the law, it's correct. So Esper Charm, it's a very odd card, but it says, I believe it says, destroy target enchantment, you draw 2 cards, or target player discards 2 cards. So the scenario that happened, and this was years ago, a decade ago now, is someone said, target myself with Esper Charm, and since the only mode that actually targets is the discard, their opponent held them to that and said, well, you just mind rotted yourself. And to me, like, is that cheating? I think cheating is another level of, like, stacking the deck or something. I don't think it's technically cheating, but I would feel extremely scummy about that, and I would not do that, because I think it was pretty clear what the person was trying to do. It's definitely interesting to talk about, though, and think about. What's up, Daniel? And like I said, this was a long time ago. I believe that the rules have changed since then, where I don't think that you would be held to that now. I think that it would look at the intent of what you're trying to do. So I don't think you have to worry about that now. This was back when Shards of Balara first came out. Frost and Shuka Blaze for the 15th month in a row. Do you think we'd have another viewer battle stream? Yes, we definitely have to do another viewer battle stream. It is high on my to-do list. So we will definitely be doing that. All right, let's just pass. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. Upkeep. Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel. Blink Pestermite. I did want that Eternal Witness. Awesome, dude! For the 23rd month in a row. One more to go for the 2-year anniversary. In my opinion, our 2-year anniversary should be a game of Fortnite that I've been promised like 10 years ago. You are probably right, awesome dude. I still do owe you a game of Fortnite, and we are closing in on the 2-year the 2-year anniversary. Thank you so much, awesome dude. Welcome back to the Fishbowl, by the way. Big soups cheer for you. Yeah, there was an article about all those things on Channel Fireball, and it was pretty interesting to see them all laid out. Some of them were clearly people not knowing how their cards work, and in those cases, it doesn't really feel scummy to me. Like, there was someone who... what was the one? Involved Valakut. Nah, I don't know if the story is interesting enough to tell. But, like, a Valakut resolved, and there were 6 mountains, and the person beast within one of the mountains, which would make it fizzle. But they didn't realize that, so they conceded, even though technically they had won the game. So that was a case of just not understanding how their cards or the game work. Esper Charm is way worse when it's between people who speak different languages and they get the word wrong. That is also true. And it's easy to forget, like, Magic is a worldwide game, so that is a legitimate concern, I think. And it's definitely not fair that people be punished because they don't speak English, which I could definitely see being an issue. We've definitely had communication issues like that before, so... we have all of our colors: black, blue, white, red, green. All right, so just take Stomping Ground in case we draw Kiki-Jiki. Bring to Light would be pretty good. Arbor Elf is, I guess, fine. Play Arbor Elf. Opponent's down to 1 card. I guess we can try to just get the natural win. Pass the turn. The Valika thing I think was, oh geez, I want to say it was GP Oklahoma 2017. So in the last year or so, I might be misremembering, but I have to wonder if it's so hard to just play fairly with all the cheating talk. Yeah, I think so. I think what brought all this drama up is the Pro Tour Hall of Fame stuff. All of a sudden, I didn't remember. Last year was the first year I voted for Hall of Fame stuff, and I don't remember it being so dramatic, but it seems like this year it's just been a million people saying, oh, this person I think did something scummy to me at one point. It's just so much unnecessary drama. And then also it was Burton Cheney top 8ing. So all of a sudden cheating just became this huge topic. There was like randomly the Chalice conversation. Then there was also the Hall of Fame stuff. Top that off with Alex Bertoncini making a top 8, and you just had a recipe for endless conversations about cheating over the last few days. Hey, thank you so much, Frost, for the cheer. Love your videos, man. Would love to see you run my Pox Mill deck sometime. Ooh. You should hit me up with a link. I would love to see it. Burton Cheaty. Oh, yes. What a crazy situation. Opponent. Passing. What do we want to do here? We can run out the Angel and start attacking, but we kind of want it for comboing if we ever find Kiki-Jiki. Favorite guild in Ravnica? Definitely one of the blue ones. I'm going to go with Dimir or Simic. It's really close. I think Dimir was my favorite in the original, but Simic was really sweet in the return. Can you tell me the equivalent of US dollars of the bits? $1? Am I correct? I think. It's $5? Oh man, I am so bad with bits. As someone who streams, I should be better in my knowledge of bits. Play them out and pass the turn. Go Gary. Yeah, what's your favorite guild? Hey, Jay Zoller. Have you been opening any of your sealed product? Bertoncini was a double explorer guy. Do you think that Golgari aristocrats will be a thing with Slimefoot? Oh, man. And I forgot the other cheating thing. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Someday, 10 years in the future, someone is going to write an article about the most ridiculous DQs and cheats of all time. Red for life forever. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Oh man, I think that Golgari aristocrats could have the tools, but it's going to depend on what we get in Guilds of Ravnica. But yeah, apparently apparently someone did not get they had to go register their deck, and the judge asked if they had gotten the promo, the Flooded Strand promo, and they already had gotten the promo, but they said they had not, and then the judge was like, oh, well, let me check just to make sure, and found out they actually did have the promo, and then the person got DQ'd. The most ridiculous cheat I have ever heard of. Awesome, dude! Thank you for the gift sub to D-Many. Thank you. Opponent's going to Snapcaster. This is going to work out. They're going to Snapcaster a Lightning Bolt, and we're actually going to get value out of this Spell Pierce. And that's going to be pretty good for us. Potentially just game winning. If we draw Kiki, we just win. If we draw Bring to Light, we just win. And we actually cash in that Spell Pierce for value. Opponent. Passes. Arbor Elf. Well, let's get frisky. See if we can actually close out this game sooner or later. So much mana. Get in. Hit our opponent. Oh, we have draws that just win us the game. Getting DQ'd because you tried to get an extra piece of cardboard that they were already giving away for free. Yeah, it just sounded so absurd. uh, Play Harbor Elf. Pass the turn. Yeah, oh no. I mean, obviously, it's not a good thing. I don't think that it's... I wasn't laughing at it, just more like, oh, what a idiotic thing to do. Like, good lord. It just seems like such a low EV sort of cheat. If you actually end up getting suspended for some period of time or like DCI banned for some period of time by trying to get an extra $20 Flooded Strand promo, good God. It is not worth the payoff of a Flooded Strand. Opponent. Firing up Mutavault. Yep. Goes attacking. So what guild are you, or are you most excited for, I guess, for our Return to Ravnica? Opponent, it says. Any thoughts on what planeswalkers will be in Ravnica? I'm expecting a new Vraska, so we can have Vraska Tribal in Standard. I'm pretty sure that it's mostly confirmed that there is a Vraska. I think we've seen art of it. So I'm pretty sure Vraska will be there. Otherwise, Jace, I think, is kind of associated with Ravnica, right? Isn't that Jace's home plane? So could be more Jace. Dimir, yeah, all the way. Orzhov is a good one. I appreciate Orzhov as well. Yeah, I did read Cedric's article. Cedric, I really appreciate his takes on things. I think his article was very good. Down to 8. Pass the turn. I'm excited for Gruul. Gruul is very far from my wheelhouse. Golgari. Okay, I like Golgari. Golgari is like upper middle guild tier for me. Maybe I gotta write an article about guild tiers. Oh my god, more Wooded Foothills. And kind of like rank the guilds from best to worst. I think Gruul would be near the bottom, honestly. Boros would also, for me... See, that's the exact opposite of me, Trunkin Duncan. I would put Boros and Gruul near the very bottom. Selesnya I do like. Out of the non-blue white-base guilds, because I do like Azorius, I think Selesnya is like my favorite of the... Well, Golgari's probably my favorite of the non-blue guilds, but Selesnya might be my second favorite non-blue guild. They probably are, Bring to Light. You sound like you have good guild taste. Alright, let's crack. Thin our deck. Grab a... I guess a breeding pool's fine. I guess we could run out this Angel and go for lethal. It's probably worth it. Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Run out Angel. Force our opponent to answer something. This was not an explosive combo-y game, but it looks like we might just get the random value win. About Gruul, my favorite memory of the guild as far as Ravnica Theros standard time. So I was playing Esper Control. Ooh, Disdainful Stroke. Alright, opponent staying alive. I had ultimated Elspeth going for the win. My opponent played a Gruul Brule. He has Gruul Charm and said, if not Gruul die. Oh my goodness. That's what Magic is all about. Oh man. Also, with all the drama on social media and Reddit lately, it's good to talk about the good aspects of Magic, because it gets a little tedious all the time. Just hearing about cheating and fake cards and bickering about Hall of Fames and all this stuff that doesn't really matter, because Magic is a game and it is fun, and it's good to take time to remember that. And also to thank all of you. Like, seriously, Our community is awesome, and it's awesome because all of you are awesome. I remember when we first started streaming, I heard all this stuff. People saying, oh, Twitch chat, it's going to be so toxic, and I don't even like Twitch chat. I turn it off. And we have consistently, we're getting people that are closing in on 2 years since we have been streaming and having subscriptions. And you are all awesome. We have very rarely ever even had to time out anyone. So I don't know. Thank you to all of you for being so cool, because it's an awesome community, and you're the reason why it's an awesome community. So in a time when there's so much talk about toxicity and drama, just thank you to you for being super sweet. And in that in that thank you, we move on. The kids might be eating. We're up to 2-1. If it wasn't for that hollow one beatdown in round 1, the dream would be alive, but we're up to a winning record with this crazy 5-color tutor everything brew. Jay Zoller throwing the banhammer around when I wasn't looking. I mean, there's been a couple of times that we've had people come in obviously to just troll and saying really over the top stuff, but as the community that's here consistently, we never have problems with that. Like, we never have issues with that. So I'm super thankful for that, because I know it's not always like that. I've been in other people's streams, not even in Magic, but in other games, and just seen. So it is super sweet. No one can come in here and hear your voice and sound toxic. You'd be surprised. Some people do not appreciate my beautiful voice. Oh, man. Before I jump into the next round, after round 3, it means it's time for a quick reminder that the sponsor of tonight's stream is Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet, the makers of super slim front pocket wallets out of carbon fiber and titanium. Check them out at ridgewallet.com. You'd also get 10% off with the code Goldfish. Also, I think I'm spoiling something a little bit here, but we are doing a big giveaway thanks to Ridge Wallet. Gonna be on the YouTube channel, but it's gonna involve an old box that we're going to be opening. Also Ridge Wallet stuff. So keep an eye out for that in the near future. Big Ridge Wallet giveaway incoming. So I think it's going to be the highest value giveaway that we've ever done. Hopefully, fingers crossed, assuming the box goes well, but it should be. So keep an eye out for that in the next few days. I'm shooting for getting it up before the weekend, getting everything done. Worst case, it'll be the beginning of next week, but coming soon. Oh, Scroties McGee, welcome to the Fishbowl. Oh, I forgot about Alana. Thank you for your subscription. Oh, that's right. Back in the early days, we had the porn bot that would just not go away no matter how many times we banned it. I wonder whatever happened to Alana. Are artifact creatures that produce mana rocks or dorks? Ew. I would call them dorks. I think a rock has to be a non-creature. That is my very unproven, unscientific take, though. This hand's Angel-y and mana-y. Should be fine. Would you say Dixie is toxic? Dixie's not toxic. I love Dixie. I think Dixie... Oh man, that was an all-time classic stream moment, actually. The first time Dixie came in and subscribed. You got me good. Oh my god, I forgot about that until right now. Yeah, let's just Birds of Paradise go. For some reason, girlfriends and wives hate my voice. What's up with that? I think maybe, I don't know. I guess I actually have no idea. Oddly, I guess it's not something you talk about, but I never had anyone tell me that they hated my voice before I started making content. So I had never even realized that was a possibility. But I guess that's part of making content. You never know. Opponent passing. Let's just Utopia Sprawl. On white. Play Breeding Pool. Pass the turn. And we're set up for a reasonable Bring to Light next turn. Not X5, but we could go X4. We can also just run out Angel of Sanctions, which is probably good. I am close to Canada. There's probably not that much difference, honestly, between upstate New York and Canada. My imaginary wife loves your voice more than she loves me. Just turn off the high-pitched voice modulator. Everyone will stop bullying. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a jealousy thing. I didn't think of that. I guess if you're, instead of spending time with your significant other, you're watching me stream, maybe there's some jealousy or competition. We have a new donation, Meme Mixtape, $5 donation. What plane would you like to live on most? I would love to live on Ecuador Kappa. Well, thank you so much, Meme Mixtape, for the donation. What plane would I want to live on? Oh, we're not passing our turn, are we? Okay, that's our opponent's turn. Oh my god, Primal Command! Okay. Now what? We have options. We have many options. I don't know what we do here. What plane would I want to live on? I always liked Mirrodin, but now that it's new Phyrexia, probably less appealing. I think, like, Lorwyn? Probably Lorwyn. Lorwyn just looked like a really happy plane. I think if I was gonna live somewhere, it might be Lorwyn. No drama. You're just hanging out. Brightly colored flowers and tribes. Dixie is a subscriber. I do not say their full name because it's a slightly perverted pun. And that's Dixie's claim to fame, is me not realizing that and reading off his full username several times while everyone was like, oh my god, and I didn't know what was actually happening. When it shifts to Shadowmoor, I would try to avoid that time. I think we're going to wait on Primal Command. Let's just... I guess maybe we do Primal Command. Put plating on top. And search for a creature? Or we could just run out the Angel. We could also Bring to Light X4? What does Bring to Light X4 get us? Anything? Now I gotta look at the deck again. Oh man, we still have not crumbled anyone. We could just crumble one of their creature lands. That's probably not effective, but it would be hilarious. I'm tempted. We could also Bring to Light for Glittering Wish. I forgot that that's an option. Bring to Light for Glittering Wish, and then we can Glittering Wish for Fracturing Gust. That might just be game ending. Huh. How does our opponent beat that? Well, let's just Angel and wait. Let's just cast Angel, but keep the possibility of Bring to Light for Glittering Wish for blow up all your artifacts in mind. I mean, I think we'll just wait for now. Take the cranial plating. Because getting down a clock is fine too. Our opponent's not very close to killing us. So getting down a clock, start getting in some damage, and then possibly going the Bring to Light route next turn. Yeah, opponent is probably pretty confused. I am pretty confused too. The deck name comes from Twitter. I asked what the best name for the deck was, and the winner was Kiki-Jiki of the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Vote it. Springleaf Drum. They're finding artifacts, but not creatures, really. Wow, opponent's got nothing? Just nothing going on? All right. Opponent passes. Or we just draw Glittering Wish. That's even easier. Well, let's... Now we're going to Primal Command. Non-creature permanent on top. Search for a creature. Yeah, so we will put, I guess, Springleaf Drum on top and search for a creature. Hey, what's up, Tiny Little Dragon? Do you know if there's going to be an MTGA arena wipe or something like that in the near future? So I got in a little bit of trouble for tweeting about MTG Arena rotation and this exact question. So as far as I understand, there is going to be one more wipe before we go into open beta. Also, as far as I understand, we do not know when that's going to happen. So it could be when Guilds of Ravnica releases. It could be 6 months from now. Although they still have been saying, from what I've heard from the CEO, that they're planning on going into open beta in 2018. So there will be one more wipe, but we don't know exactly when it'll be. If you could design an MTG set, in what would it focus on? It would be called Seth. Probably Blood Moon effects. I actually don't know. I'm not very good, I don't think, at designing Magic cards. Hit our opponent. I don't think there's any way they can kill us here, even if they have like cranial plating or something. So opponent down to 17. Pass the turn. Can you ask me any arena questions? Well, Sando MTG, do you know when the last wipe is happening? That's the question. As far as I've seen, it has not been announced. So right now we're in beta, and they're going to wipe everyone's collection. So you're going to start over at the very beginning as far as the cards in your collection. What colors do I identify with? Oh my goodness. And a Maelstrom Pulse. What colors do I identify with? I think I mostly identify with blue would be number 1. Number 2, that's the second one, blue number 1, the second one is trickier. No one knows, but the consensus is it will be when Guilds releases. Well, I assume we'll know somewhat soon. It seems like that's the kind of thing they're going to have to tell us at some point. Because we're not that far. We're like, spoilers start so soon. It's the 21st today, September 1st, which is not this weekend, but the next weekend. There's a PAX preview show for Guilds of Ravnica, and I believe that just straight up kicks off spoiler season, because the whole set's going to be spoiled by the middle of the month, because they have Worlds with Guilds of Ravnica at it, like 2 weeks before set release. So I'm excited. We are almost there to Guilds of Ravnica season. It is super, super close. All right, let's just Eternal Witness. Get back Primal Command. Glittering Wish. Yes. And we will take... Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just Fracturing Gust. Just as a safety valve in case we need it. I don't think we're going to need it, but... Is there a master set this fall? No. My guess is we'll have one in the winter. It hasn't been announced yet. I expect that it will get announced in the next month or two. So that would be my guess. I would be very surprised. I am hoping that it'll be... Ugh. All right. I'm hoping that it'll be a Modern Masters. So last week's podcast, Richard had a emergency come up, was out of town, so he couldn't do it. Me and CVM were going to two-man it, and then literally the morning we were going to record, Monday morning, CVM also had an emergency, had to book a flight, leave, so he couldn't do it. So then it was just me. And you hear a lot of me rambling, so I figured probably didn't need that. Are we going to die? Oh, we better not be dying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. 8. Whoa! They slow rolled into it. Oh, no, they didn't. Legend rule. Huh. Huh. 9. 9 poison. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Wait, no! Activate, pump. It is lethal. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Alright. Well, I guess we misplayed. I guess I did not realize how much danger we were in. I guess we should have left things back on defense to block. I was not thinking that we were in a situation where we could just die to our opponent doing one thing, but apparently we were in a situation where we were dead to one removal spell. That was kind of a bummer. Ugh. Good God. Good God. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was a pun. I guess it was a pun because we could have played around it, but it wasn't a pun in the sense where it was like, oops. It was more like, wow, I didn't think that was a thing you could do. Yeah, it was brutal. Very, very brutal. Oh, God. Yeah, I just didn't think they had anywhere near enough infect to kill us in one shot. Hey, have a good night, Intelligenti. So bring in Windborn Muse. With stuff like Staticaster, I think it's better to just Glittering Wish for it, since we have all the Glittering Wishes. Abornic Form, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Fracturing Gust might be worth just bringing in, if we can find a way to do it. Oh, that's gonna go down as a disappointing loss, because we were very much in control of that game. The only way our opponent could beat us was to jank us out, and we put ourselves in a position where they could jank us out. Hey, have a good night, awesome dude. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, the Grumbler. Well, alright. Mana's awkward, but we'll try it. We got a Wall of Omens to hopefully find us lands to cast the rest of our stuff. Little awkward because we need multiple colors of mana. We need Glittering Wish mana and Deceiver Exarch mana. Oh, that one's going to come back to haunt us. Losing that game is going to come back to haunt us. Mr. Dubbis, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Welding Jar for our opponent. Spring Leaf Drum. Well, Crack Misty. Take a Temple Garden. Tapped. So lands. Give us lands, deck. Give us lands. Opponent passes. Alright. Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. Glittering Wish. Naya, Resto, Kiki, Nahiri, Emicleral, Blood Moon. That deck can work. I think it could be a pretty good deck. Now the question is, do we take Staticaster or Fiery Justice? Fiery Justice, better against an entire board. We have Gust in the main deck. The only problem with Staticaster is we technically don't have the mana to cast it yet. That's the downside of Fiery Justice, is it doesn't kill the creature lands. Yeah, do we take the card that we can cast, or do we take the card that is... Staticaster is more powerful, but if we don't draw land, we can't even cast it. They also have this welding jar. Hey, have a good night, the Magic Badger. We will be back, of course, on Thursday with another one. Yeah, it is a sorcery. Wear is also good, just to take down a non-welding jar card. And we're going to take Staticaster. I think Staticaster has the highest upside, even though we can't cast it for a couple turns. Especially with Resto, it's so good. So we'll see. We'll see. Want a fun Slavic folklore fact? I would love a Slavic folklore fact. Opponent. Steel Overseer. Yep. Okay, that's not good. Well, play the Mountain. Play Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Play Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. But now our opponent gets to go off with this Overseer. We're playing against Affinity right now. Oh, did I miss the Slavic folklore fact? Ugh, Ravager. All right. Opponent. Passing. Huh. We really need a land. Well, I guess we got to do this now because we wanna land. Tap untap. Will the next Ravnica set after this be Return to Ravnica? It'll probably be a little while in the future, but yes. It probably will be. All right, Wall of Omens, draw a card. Land. Our Staticaster is not looking too great at the moment. Land? All right, there's a land, so that's good. Pass the turn. We're finally going to get our blue mana. Can we stay alive? That's a big question. We're not that far from getting one shot by Inkmoth. Inkmoth. Yup. Counters on the dorks. Yup. All right. All right. All right. I guess we're also not that far from comboing off. Jeez. Ugh. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Blinkmoth Nexus. Well, let's see what our opponent does. Yeah, I mean, it's possible we can combo. Opponent. Oh, alright. Well, now I think we win. Our opponent is completely tapped out. Oh boy. Now we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. I am a little surprised that our opponent tapped out. Gets a cranial plating, sure. But it's Kiki time. Yep. Opponent passes. Crack Wooded Foothills. Take a Stomping Grounds for double red. Tapped. Untap. And yeah, that should do it. I don't think our opponent has a card that can get them out of this. Tap, untap, tap, Kiki. And game? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, this deck actually seems surprisingly effective. Man, we should have been winning the match to go to 3-1. But we misplayed on the first game. We were too aggressive and got punished. All right. I disassembled all of my 32 EDH decks. I'm running what I should make. No budget restrictions because I own most of the cards and can proxy the rest. What should you make in EDH? Probably something with Panharmonicon. Should make one of those. Should make some sort of like Staxy deck just to bring out once in a while and make people miserable. Chaos is a fun, underrated archetype. Fiery. So the weird thing about this deck is we want some of our sideboard cards in... Some of our good sideboard cards in the sideboard for Glittering Wish. Supreme Verdict is another one. Fiery Justice is one. I'm almost wondering if we should not, like, is Fracturing Gust better in the sideboard or the main deck? I guess in the main deck we can just bring to light for it, which seems relevant. Like, so if we put it in the sideboard, the way we can get it is Glittering Wish, or bring to light for Glittering Wish for Fracturing Gust. If we have it in the main deck, we can bring to light directly for it, or we can Glittering Wish for bring to light and cast it. I think it's cheaper this way. Like, if you break it down that way, we have the same amount of odds of finding it, and it's the loop of bringing to light for Glittering Wish and then having to tutor and hardcast Fracturing Gust is so much more mana. So I think it's better to have it in the main in this scenario. And we just have the chance of naturally drawing it and janking our opponent out. I guess that same argument can be made for, like, Fiery Justice. Like, maybe that same math does apply. Except we're less likely to bring to light for Fiery Justice, so maybe it's fine. We do need all 5 colors. Supreme Verdict is another one like that, where Supreme Verdict might just be worth a main deck slot. Oh, we're running low on time. But I don't know what to cut. Maybe Pestermite. Pestermite seems not great. All right, let's try it like that. We did cut the Caryatid. I don't know if it's too greedy. It might be. We do have 12 1-mana dorks. Ugh. That's not good. Tonos! How are you this evening? Good to see ya. Do you have any good ideas for decks I should play at my modern PPTQ besides humans, Hollow and Vengevine, KCI, or Tron? Those are the big ones. I guess we're keeping this. Wall of Omens. Is it worth it? So turn 1, Utopia Sprawl. Let's go bottom. I don't think blocking with Wall of Omens is that helpful. I think we need our high-impact plays. Urfunk. So those are kind of like the most popular decks. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soup's here for our new subscriber. If you're looking for other options, Burn is good. Blue-White Control has actually increased a lot in the meta and become much more popular and playable. So that could be another potentially good option. Restoration Angel. Well, huh. Misty Rainforest, crack it. Grab a forest. Utopia Sprawl. On white. Pass the turn. Well, we'll see if this is fast enough. We will see. Pass the turn. We don't have any Stony Silences in this deck. We do have a plan. We'll see if it's good enough. Hey, Frost, thank you so much for the cheer. Here's a link to my Pox Mill. Always take the draw as it uses 8-rack theme control. Ew. Pox Mill. All right, opponent's on the all signal pest plan. Not getting in for any damage yet, though. That seems pretty sweet. Smallpox is a cool mashup. Arbor Elf. Oh, play Wooded Foothills. Play Arbor Elf. Hope our opponent can't kill it. Pass the turn. No blast. No blast. No blast. No blast. Ugh. Alright. They got the blast. That slows us down a ton now. Okay. Now we're maybe like Eternal Witnessing back a land, which feels horrible. There's that champion. Clock increasing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not ideal. Not ideal. Opponent gets in for 2. They have a fast... Oh, they don't get in. Why would they not attack? All right, crack Wooded Foothills. Grab a Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Untap. Land? Oh, no. Well, all right. So now we... Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness, get back a land. Play Misty. Crack Misty. Grab a... Grab a forest. Play Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Is it fast enough? We're taking a big hit here. All right. All right, all right. Let's see. Let's see. Ink Moth. Okay. Fires up Link Moth. Here they come, here they come. Opponent gets in for a lot. We cannot block. They have flying. Yup. We take a ton. Uh-huh. Down to 8. Opponent passes. Stomping Ground. What's our way of staying alive? What's our best bet? What's our best bet? So we're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for sure. The resto plan is risky. Resto, we block here, and we're taking 4, 5, 6, and we're dead to cranial plating. The other option to think through is We can tap, untap, tap. We can play Primal Command, put a land on top of our opponent's deck, go up, or actually, Primal Command, gain 7 up to 15. Tutor up an Arbor Elf. Play Arbor Elf. Then next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Where we could... I guess it would be a red source short of winning. Are we back on the we can win plan? I don't think... All right, let's go through the math. So we play Stomping Grounds untapped. We have to untap the Stomping Grounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Untap 7, 8 mana. Aren't we 1 mana short? We're close, but we're 1 mana short because we can only untap the... for white mana. We'd have to untap a Stomping Grounds to make triple red. What else do we die to? We die to Ravager. Blinking Elf doesn't do anything because it comes back summoning sick. I mean, the choice is either do we Primal Command and go for next turn, or do we... I mean, I guess if we Primal Command, then we win next turn. All right, let's Primal Command. Tap, untap. We do lose to Spell Pierce. This also puts our opponent down a draw, which is nice. We don't lose to Ink Moth. All right, yeah. So Primal Command. Gain 7 life, search for a creature. Actually, oh no. Now there's a second consideration. Do we play the land untapped? Oh my god. Right now we'd go up to 15. We're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If our opponent plays plating, 10, 11, 12... we can't take the creature land because they can animate it, and then it fizzles. I guess if we can't play around plating, then it probably makes more sense to just resto. Resto, block, drop to 2. We're dead to all the same stuff. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, Restoration Angel. Blink Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness. Get back Arbor Elf. Play Arbor Elf. Stomping Grounds. I mean, we win next turn. If we're alive, we win next turn. It was just trying to figure out if there was any... We were alive next turn no matter what direction we went. the question was, could we play around anything extra by going one direction or the other? And I don't think there. All right, Pony had Ravager. Ravager killed us either way, so that's just game. Tanos with a gift sub to the Big Moke. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So yeah, now we're dead. But we would have been dead if we went the other direction as well. So there's just not really a way around this problem, I don't think. All right. I mean, I guess we'll force our opponent to do it. We're just dead right here, though. So we block. Opponent, yep, fires up, sacks their stuff, and we die. Sacks. Yeah, we're super dead. You can't tuck a guy with Primal, unfortunately. Primal Command only hits non-creature permanents. I'm disappointed with how this match turned out, because I feel like we definitely just should have won game one, and then I feel like this game was really close. So I'm not sad. I just feel like we definitely should have won game one, and we maybe should have won this one. Yeah. All right. Opponent does their thing, and we die. We do not know what our opponent drew. It could have been Ravager. It could have been the island. We don't really know. That's a tough one. I'm still not 100% sure that was the right line between Primal and Restoration Angel. There's different things that each line loses to, and it just didn't line up. All right. Well, here we go. On to our last round. We got to win this one to feed the children. We got to win this one. That was a sad one. I'm not too sad about that last game. I'm mostly sad because we definitely should have won game one. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of considerations going on there. It's a really weird situation because we're trying to put ourselves in a position where we win the next turn and have the mana to do that. Ugh. A good hand, but with no lands. Trying to put ourselves in a position where we can win the next turn and have the best odds of surviving that turn. And I'm not 100% sure we chose the right one. I think that there's a possibility we should have just primaled Search for Arbor Elf and went that direction. There's a possibility that was the correct line, but it's really hard to say because that would have lost to other things and potentially not let us win the next turn as easily. Let's just Temple Garden. Well, come on, Crumble. Come on, Crumble to dust. What's up, Prideful Pelican? How are you tonight? Oh, it's Blue Tron. Interesting. That's annoying. I would rather play against normal Tron than Blue Tron, I think. Play the island. Let's just Glittering Wish, I think. I don't know what we're getting. What's our best card against Blue Tron? Slaughter Games? Wear Tear? Huh. We could Slaughter Games Mindslaver. Counter Squall's also good. Let's take... Have I ever played a Blood Moon Panharmonicon deck? I don't think we've played Blood Moon Panharmonicon. Take Slaughter Games, pass the turn. Yeah, we can't cast either. Slaughter Games is only okay in this matchup because it's not just game over. Our opponent, unlike Normal Tron, well, I guess Normal Tron has other finishers too. Against Normal Tron, taking Karn is great. This deck usually has a bunch of weird finishers. Opponent. Alright, they're going to have Tron assembled, unfortunately. Opponent passes. Well, play Misty Rainforest. Play Utopia Sprawl. Oh, this is so awkward. The mana in this deck is super rough. We really want a Pestermite to tap a Tron land, but then we're forever away from Slaughter Games. Yeah. So I guess we're just going to put this on red. And pass the turn. This is Magic Online. You can find out about it or download it at mtgo.com. Or just search for Magic Online. We do not have Steam Vents. Our dual land selections are... I think they're all green-based. I don't think we have any non-green lands. Alright. Expedition map. Well, let's just crack. Grab a breeding pool. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. Pestermite. Tap down the tower. And this might be a challenge. We need our crumble. We need our crumble to does. Tap the tower. Pass the turn. Or let our opponent go. The mana base is not great. We have a lot of mana dorks that are kind of helpful, but the mana base in the deck is super clunky. I mean, it gets the job done for the most part, but it's not a good mana base by any stretch. Hey Seth, why did you bring attention to fake cards? Now more people will buy them. Hopefully more people do not buy them. If explaining how fake cards are bad and a danger to the very game of Magic makes more people buy them, then that's pretty sad. We have played Dubious Challenge a couple of times. Opponent passes. Arbor Elf. Well, get in with Pestermite. Not feeling confident. Hit our opponent. Something bad is going to happen this turn. I got a feeling. Yup. Play Wall of Omens. Opponent untapping with Tron is the nightmare. What are your opinions on proxies in EDH? I would just encourage people to use not counterfeit cards, so not cards that are designed to trick people into thinking they're real. But I am definitely fine with people using proxies in the traditional sense that are clearly not tricking people or going to slip out into the market and get sold or something. But those type of proxies, perfectly fine with that. I think those are a good thing. Windswept Heath go. Alright, let's see, opponent. What can you do? What can you do with all your million mana? There's the Thirst for Knowledge. I mean, technically, if our opponent has literal nothing, we can win the game next turn. But they have Tron, and they just Thirst for Knowledge. Hand-drawn cards are awesome. I've seen some people rub the art off foils and do really cool things with them before. It's funny to think if there were any market other than cardboard, the FBI would crack down on counterfeits, but also SEC and DOJ would go after SCG hard for insider training and anti-competitive practices. The Magic market's definitely unique in that it's unregulated, that's for sure. Okay. Well, I guess that's most likely just the game. That's all of our lands. Okay. Well, we're a very long way away from doing anything. Windswept Heath. Crack it. The one land that survived Sundering Titan. Tap, untap. Oh my god. Well, I feel like unless we draw the one Crumble to Dust exactly on turn 4, odds of beating this are probably 1 in a few million. Wall of Omens. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any way. Like, we do have the combo. If we somehow draw into the mana that lets us cast it, like, we could combo off. That's not impossible. Something like another Utopia Sprawl on red and our opponent not having any counters or anything. There is a way we can steal the game. So I don't think it's just over, but it's definitely not good. Will I ever play Paper Magic? On occasion. I'm planning on going to the SCG event in Syracuse in a month or so. So I will probably play some Paper Magic there. No Fulminators in the board. We have one Crumble to Dust in the main deck, and that's pretty much it. As far as stuff that actually beats Tron. Yep. Down to 14. Opponent passes. Well, get in with Pestermite. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. Well, maybe Pesty can race more Thirst. Snapcaster for something. Thirst. MTG Goldfish only plays Paper Magic. It's hilarious. I mean, I know how to play a little bit. I don't really play very much, so I heard my shuffling skills are not great. But I mean, I can play Paper Magic a smidge. Opponent. Getting in. Well, we will block Snapcaster. Down to 7. And now we're getting to the no-outs part of the game. Walking Ballista. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if this deck will ever beat Tron. I mean, it can. We gotta get the lucky turn 4... The lucky turn 4 Crumble to Dust. Or I guess Acidic Slime could be good. But we don't really have... We can bring in, like, Counter Squall, I guess. Spell Pierce, maybe? If we have things that are really bad. Obstinate Baloth doesn't do much. Angel of Sanction's kind of dubious-ish. This deck has one main deck Crumble, and that appears to be the only card that is especially good against Rod. Maybe go on like Wall of Omens just kind of sits there in this matchup, and it's either Wall of Omens or Sylvan Caryatid. All right, let's go down a couple walls. The walls just don't really block anything in this matchup. Oh, is there a question that I'm missing, DB Manga? What, I think I missed what you were saying. Let me know, and I will definitely try to answer it for you. Yeah, Wall of Omens draws crumble. Hopefully we just find Bring to Light and then we're good. Would you ever consider this for Commander Clash? Let me take a look. I day 2'd SCG Dallas with Sifterworm. Oh, awesome! That deck is super sweet. Cascade combo. All right, so what is the plan of this deck? Do you have any way I can get an REP box when I live in Canada? I'd love to support the site, but buying Scoops one, but I'd really want the green. Logan CG. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I will try to look into that. Try to stop back on the stream on Thursday, and I will try to have an answer to that. Also, if you want to, you can email me. So that is another option. So Maelstrom Wanderer cascades into Kiki plus Zealous Conscripts. Oh man, that's pretty interesting. The challenge I think would be that if someone can disrupt it, your entire game plan goes down all at once. But it's a really fun idea. Cypher Dave, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Not important, just had been asking various questions over and over the course of the stream. Every time I see you respond to media after me, not super salty or angry, just a little annoying. Oh, well, I'm sorry, D-Manga. I definitely was not intentionally skipping your questions. I just try to jump back and forth and catch as many as I can, so keep asking, and I will try to get them. Swords and Strip Mines was definitely sweet. This hand could work. Misty Rainforest. Crack it. Primal Command is pretty helpful here. Hopefully. Grab a forest. Actually, they could have Ghost Quarters or Field of Ruins, I guess. Play Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. So we should be able to have turn 3 Primal Command with counter backup. Do you think Nameless Inversion combo with Hakan is a legit combo? Seems silly enough to work. I've seen decks that like 5-0 on Magic Online use it. Like, not consistently, but I think it's competitive enough that you can make it work. Yeah, there's Expedition Map. Opponent passes. Acidic Slime also good. So Breeding Pool untapped. Utopia Sprawl. On red. Play Arbor Elf. This seems like a hand that might have a shot. This might have a shot at beating Tron. Pass the turn. Leave up our Spell Pierce. This could work. Thank you for the cheer. Major added to nothing wrong. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soup cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, saffronalva@mtggoldfish.com. Best way to email me. Aboro for our opponent. How are you tonight, El Kyoto? Spatial Contortion. Well, I think this is worth it. Untap. Spell Pierce. Opponent passing. All right, so we got lots of mana. Let's see what we draw. Ooh, Glittering Wish. Glittering Wish. All right, so I think we just tap, untap, tap, untap, tap, tap. Ugh. Let's Open Leopard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So we can Primal Command to get a Birds of Paradise. But then we're still like Glittering Wish for Bring to Light. Let's just Acidic Slime. Acidic Slime, I think this is fine for now. Blow up a Tron piece. Pass the turn. We'll draw lands. We'll draw lands. Yeah, if we could find... Now we have, like, Restoration Angels and Kiki-Jikis as pretty good options. Ooh, Bring to Light. We're just mana short. All right, so tap, untap, tap, untap, tap, Primal Command, non-creature permanent on top, search for a creature. So Aboro on top, search for a creature. Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness. All right, opponent remands. I think that was a pun, because they could pick up a Boro. So I think that was definitely a misplay, but we did not get punished because our opponent remanded. Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay. It worked out. Thank goodness. But definitely was not the best way to do that. Yeah, the classic double punt, where you do something so ridiculously punty and stupid that your opponent's like, huh, that they must be doing something really good, because that play looks so bad, it's got to be like next level, so they remanded anyway. Oh, that's how we do it. Opponent. Oblivion Stone. All right. Ooh, Utopia Sprawl. Utopia Sprawl. They don't have a Tron land. That's awkward. Because we can Bring to Light for Crumble, but we don't have anything to really crumble. Is there anything we can get out of our sideboard? So we Utopia Sprawl on white. We don't have the colors of mana to do that. We can't get Kiki-Jiki. We don't have the colors of mana for that either. We're one short. So Utopia Sprawl on white. We have 9 mana. Oh, I know what we're doing. Tap, untap. This is going to be good. Tap, untap. We can Primal Command. So Primal Command. Put a non-creature on top of our opponent's library. Search for a creature. So we're going to put Academy Ruins on top. Oh, we should have attacked first. I mean, this is still good, but so Academy Ruins down. Search for Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel. Blink Acidic Slime. Yup. Blink it. Blink it. Yes. Blow up a Boro. Pass the turn. Yeah, O-Stone isn't going to do anything if we can keep our opponent off mana. It's just going to sit there. Opponent's forced to play Teleria West. Oh, it's over. It's over. Oh, well, it's like literally over. Tap on tap. Oh, I'm very tempted to pretend like I don't know that we win the game here and just Kiki-Jiki this acidic slime for a few turns. Oh, Pona scoops it up. Pona scoops it up. All right, this is it. This is for feeding the children. That's apparently how we can beat Tron. Make some mana, blow stuff up. It would be so mean. I couldn't actually do it. But I do really dislike Tron, so if I'm ever gonna do something really mean, Tron is the deck that I don't mind doing it to. Plus, our opponent just scooped it up. All right, all right. I will say, if you decide to pick up this deck, play it a ton. I feel like we would have one more win now if I was more experienced playing the deck. So it seems like it's powerful, and even if we win this and finish with a 3-2, I think you can do even better with that record-wise. But definitely put in the reps, because it is not a super easy deck to play. There are a million decisions that need to be made. A million, literally. All right. Run it back. Yeah, never feel bad for Tron. That's one of my life mottos. We have the crumble, but we have 0 ramp and 0 red mana. I think this is just too slow, even though we have crumble. All the games do go on YouTube. The stream, if you want to see the full streams, the replay YouTube has all the streams every time going up the next day, so you can find them all. $20 donation or $25 donation. Oh my goodness. L Graves 274 says, sometimes I get really frustrated at work, but I remember the sweet soothing sound of your voice, and I get that feeling like a kitchen sponge is caressing my skin, and it helps me get through life. Well, L Graves, thank you so much for the kind words, and I'm glad I can be of assistance. Thank you so much, really. And also, way to get a kitchen sponge reference in. Oh, goodness. What's up, Kevin Skulker? Thank you, seriously, L Graves. Definitely appreciate it. Birds of Paradise to the bottom. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to Utopia Sprawl non-basics. Stomping Grounds untapped. Oh, this is so bad. Utopia Sprawl. This is not ideal, boys and girls. Do not try this at home. On blue. Pass the turn. Going in on a non-basic is definitely not ideal. Island. Opponent passes. Well, Temple Garden. Untapped. Utopia Sprawl. On black. Pass the turn. We're going to split it up to avoid the blowouts as much as possible. Tower. Opponent passes. Play a plains. I mean, I guess we gotta fire it off. It's gonna get countered. I know it's gonna get countered, but yeah, I would be surprised. I wonder if Bird's Resto is better. Yeah, I mean, we gotta try it. Let me double check that I clicked the right one. Primal Command, Tower on top. All right. Yeah, I mean, gotta try, gotta try. Can't go down saying you didn't even try to deal with Tron. Opponent. Oh, the worst counter. The counter that fides up a Tron land. All right. Sundering Titan and we scoop it up. Opponent scries 2 to the bottom. Tron achieved, of course. 2 to the bottom, Tron on top. Thank you for the cheer. Opponent, Oblivion Stone. Can blow up all of our mana. Yup, okay. Oh, play Misty Rainforest. Play Birds of Paradise. And the dream of feeding the children, it has died. Thought Not Seer is going to take a resto. Sure. Yep. Another tower. Opponent. Kills our birds. I mean, I guess we could draw a Crumble and our opponent could not have the mana. That's not impossible. Grab Breeding Pool. Tapped. Oh, so close. Oh, if we had the mana, we could at least try it. Opponent untaps. Land. Gets in. Yep. Down to 11. Oh, they found a thirst. They exiled a Restoration Angel. Discards Expedition Map. Now there's assuredly counters in hand. Play Resto. Opponent counters and scries. Yep. Well, they're tapped out of blue. If we draw a land, a fetch land, I guess we can put our opponent off Tron. Nope. All right, pass the turn. Opponent left both cards on top as well. We don't have black mana for Counter Squall. Opponent gets in. Yeah. We were close. We were close. Opponent. Mindslaver. Our deck is 5 colors. It does not have black mana. And we will scoop it up. So, I think the end result is a sort of, there it is too. Man, if things were in the opposite order, we could have had a game of Magic. Well, good news, bad news for this deck. So, good news is it did some really cool things, and it felt semi-competitive. Bad news is we definitely should have beat Affinity. We were a little too aggressive with our attacking, should have stayed back more. So I feel like we could have probably picked up one more win. The deck definitely has some pretty challenging mana. And that's kind of a side effect of trying to be 5 colors. So we definitely had some stumbly mana issues where we just couldn't cast all of our stuff. So that was a little bit challenging. One of the side effects of the gift of the Glittering Wish sideboard is you don't just get to play all the good sideboard cards. Instead, you have all these crazy one-ofs, which has some upsides. Main decking, being able to get in game 1 a Wheel of Sun and Moon, for example, or Is It Staticaster, really nice benefit, or Fracturing Gust against Affinity. So there's some nice upsides, but you also don't just get to be like, okay, I got Stony Silences, I got Fulminator Mages, or whatever like that. So it's a really interesting, unique deck. I think if we played, 50 games with it, probably would have went 3-2 instead of 2-3. So I think there's room, a little bit of wiggle room for improving with tight play. So I don't know. The deck was fun. It does some pretty cool things. We got a turn 4 win at one point. So I don't know. It's definitely fun. Definitely interesting. So if you're looking for something just off the wall and crazy, could be a good option. So I think that pretty much brings us to the end for tonight. So, yep, we will be back on Thursday, of course. Thanks to all of you for hanging out. So reminders. Condescend is the X counter spell that lets you scry 2. It's really good if you got a lot of mana. And also you can just scry 2 with it, even if you don't counter the spell, so that's a nice upside. Not going to be able to Momir tonight. We're already kind of running a little bit to the end, so maybe on Thursday we will have some Momir time, hopefully. Also, they're going to have Momir on Magic Arena, so we'll have to check that out as well. Anyway, reminders, replay YouTube, all the old streams. This one will be going up tomorrow if you want to catch up on anything. Normal YouTube, that's where you find all the normal content. Tomorrow, Against the Odds coming out. Keep an eye out for that, playing some Mirror Gallery. Ended up being pretty interesting. Merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Thank you to everyone who donated and subscribed. And one last shout out to the sponsor of tonight's stream, the fine folks over at Ridgewallet, who make super slim front pocket wallets out of carbon fiber, titanium. Check them out at ridgewallet.com. Get 10% off with the cold goldfish. And also, they offer free shipping. So, like I said earlier, I love all of you. You're amazing. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for making the community so great. And I really mean that. So, big thanks to all of you. I love y'all. I will see you on Thursday for another one. Until then, have a great middle of the week. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday.